Hi everyone, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I am Em. I hope you're doing well. I'm back. I'm sorry, it's been a couple months. I haven't done an episode since September. I was going through it. College, not for the week. It's been rough. And I know I haven't been good. I was awful in 2023. Didn't upload an episode for the first 6 months of the year, then was okay in the summer, because the summer I turned pretty and I did music stuff, and then got in September, because it was the first week of school, or actually I'm not even sure if it was around the first weeks of college for me, and then it actually started picking up, and I had to stop, because I was stressed and I was mentally unwell, but I'm back, I think, kind of. My goal this year is to be better, be more consistent. I'm working on it. But I'm also trying to prioritize my mental health. So after this, I probably won't be as consistent as I want to because I have not started a second semester yet. And I start that soon. So I kind of need to focus on that. And then once I get it kind of figured out, I'll start doing episodes again. And also part of the reason I wasn't doing anything was because of the strike. With the actors and first the writers and the actors, things weren't airing that I would usually do episodes on, so that's also why I was not there. And once those things start airing again, I will be back. But I'll try to be better starting in March. I just wanted to start this and do this now, because I've been thinking about doing this episode for a while. But I just want to say that I'm gonna be better, hopefully starting in March, and maybe here and there I'll do something, but and once stuff actually starts airing, I will be a lot better because I'll have to do that almost every week. But yeah, again, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, and if I miss an episode for a show airing every week and I miss it, I'll do it eventually. Just reminder, I'm a mentally unwell or mentally unstable college student who's just trying to make it through life and trying to make it through college, because college is rough, bro. It's really fucking stressful. But anyways, okay. So this episode obviously says in title, but I'll say it again. I'm talking about my favorite albums, shows, and movies of 2023. It's kind of different than what other people are doing, or not really. I mean, it's different for me because I kind of stick with the same people. I'm trying to branch out with my music, and I've listened to new stuff just because it came out and there were viral songs. So some of these things on here were because there were viral songs, and so I listened to the album. But quite a few of these are people I'm just diehard fans of, and that's literally all I've listened to. So I kind of need to branch out, but so that's that for the albums. And then for shows, it's top 10 I've watched in 2023. So the albums are albums that released in 2023. The shows are ones I watched, so some of them are old, but ones I watched. And some are just seasons that came out in 2024 that I watched. Or, not 2024, 2023 that I watched in 2023. And the movies, they're only 5. For shows and music, there are 10. Movies are 5 because I'm very behind on movies. I've realized this recently. I loved movies, and I used to watch them all the time in, middle school. All the time. I don't know what happened, and so there are 5, and I'm pretty sure they're the only 5 I saw that were released this year. I'll talk about ones I watched that weren't released, when I get to the movie, or, weren't released in 2023 that I watched. But yeah, I need to get better. I'm working on it. I've watched a lot of movies recently to get kind of, back into it, but I'm so really fucking behind. I haven't even seen The Notebook. And that caused a whole situation with my mom and my best friend because they were so pissed off at me. So, yeah, I need to really get it back into movies and everything. Okay. So, albums. Again, like I said, if I listen to more artists, this list would probably be different, and I'm probably biased because half these people are people I am a fan of, or literally most of them are people I'm a fan of. I think. Actually, I don't even remember what I wrote because I did this last week. But, so, Yeah, I need to, I'm just going to shut up and get to it. Okay, so these are technically in random order. They're my top 10. Like, they are for sure the top 10, but I didn't want to rate them, like, in the top 10 because that was going to be stressful. Okay, so first one for top 10 albums of 2023. Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. Okay, so obviously I did an episode about this, my last one. And for people who don't know, I am an Olivia fan. I've been a fan since Bizarre I didn't really watch Bizarre but the episodes I watched, I fell in love with her. So I've been a fan for a while, and I feel like even if I wasn't a fan, this would probably still be on my list because it's really fucking good. Like, it was so good. Like, again, I might be biased, and I'm probably going to be for half, like, the list for the albums because I'm a fan of these people. Like, it was so good, and I honestly think it was better than Sour. I think it's hard to say because I loved Sour so much, and it's still not like one of my favorite albums all the time, but I still adore it. I still listen to it a lot. Like, there are some songs on there that are some of my top Olivia songs of all time, and I love them to death, like, so much. But I don't know, Guts was so good in the way, like, you heard her, like, evolution and how much she's grown, like, her songwriting, and also she changed up and went into, like, a rock punk element, which I really liked. I don't really listen to punk and rock. The only type kind of stuff I listen to like that is Maggie Lindemann. I have no idea. I love her. Don't know if I'm saying her last name right because I don't know how to say it. And then Avril Lavigne. Those are, like, the only two I think that I kind of listen to. Maggie I listen to for sure. Avril Lavigne I occasionally listen to, and I loved her when I was younger. So those are kind of the only ones I listen to. So I'm not a big fan. But, like, Olivia did it, and she did it well. Like, I'm obsessed with it. I know there were a lot of people who didn't like that she talked a lot in the album, which I completely understand. Like, I know with an album that you want singing, and I get that, and she did provide that too. I enjoyed the talking, like, how she kind of talked during some of the songs, and, like, made it musical. I really hope it makes sense. Like, made it musical in a way. I liked it, but I get if people didn't like that because it's kind of a new thing, I think. I've been hearing people start doing it recently. And to be honest, I think the first time I ever heard someone do it, just for me, was in Skinny Dipping, Sabrina's. But it was in a different way. Because, like, Olivia's was rock, or kind of punk. Sabrina's was, I don't even know how to describe it. And also, I do want to say, I am not comparing them. I know I'm probably, people hate when people bring, like, them up in, like, the same conversation. I adore them both. I'm huge fans of them both. I was just saying that, I just wanted to say that was the first time. Sabrina was the first time I heard that. Anyways, back to Guts. I don't know what was I gonna fucking say? I'm so sorry. I'm a mess. I haven't done this in a while. It's just so good, and like I said, I think it's better than Sour. I know that might be controversial because everyone loves Sour, but I also think the reason I love it so much is, like I said, she's grown, but also she proves so many people wrong because everyone's like, oh, sophomore slump. It didn't happen, which I'm going to be honest with you, I was so worried that it was going to happen. Of course, I knew, like, Vampire did well, but I was kind of worried the rest of the album, and even before Vampire came out, I was like, oh, fuck, we can't have a sophomore slump. Like, this needs to be incredible, because I didn't want people to just look at her for Sour. Like, yes, Sour is incredible, amazing, I adore it. It's one of my favorite albums of 2021. But I wanted everyone to see her evolution and her grow because I adore her, as not just as a musician, as a person. I was like, I need this to happen. And she did. Especially because I know a lot of people only thought she could do breakup songs. Which, yes, Sour really did have that. And not all of them. Like, there was Brutal. There was Jealousy. Jealousy. I don't think it's technically like breakup song. It talks about something in there, or there are lyrics about something, but it's for the most part just about herself, I think, hopefully. And then Hope You're Okay. I think those were the two that weren't really heartbreak. or the 3, I can't count. And in, why can't I think? Oh my gosh, Guts, she did have some heartbreak songs, of course, but there were also other songs about different things. And I think she proved everyone wrong. And also, like, not that she can just do depressing. Like, she had some upbeat, fun songs about, like, love and relationships. So, okay, I don't know if I'm making any sense. But, incredible album. If you haven't listened to it, you should. I don't know what else to say. Maybe I'll put in my top 3 from the album. I'll do this for every album. The top 3. Oh, fuck, I don't even know. I was listening to it while I was writing my list, like, last week, and I could not even tell you. Like, it has no skips. Literally none. And, like, that's rare for an album. Even if it's someone I'm, like, a huge fan of, there will be skips sometimes. But for this, there were none. It was really good. So, okay, as of right now, I think my top 3 are... No, fuck. Teenage Dream. Also, these are not in order. Like, Teenage Dream, not my number 1 for sure. I just don't know what my number 1 is. So, top 3. Teenage Dream. Oh my gosh. This is hard. Oh my gosh. Probably... Oh my gosh. Why can't I think? I think Getting Back, and then The Grudge. I think those are my top 3 right now. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I'll give an update later. Like, if I do this for 2024, I'll give an update for how my top 3 is doing. Because I have trouble ranking albums, especially ones that have no skips, because it's literally impossible. Like, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Guts, Olivia Rodrigo. I still don't have tickets, and I'm pissed off. I'm just going to put that out there. I still don't have tickets for the concert. Wasn't able to go to Sour because I couldn't even get tickets for that. If I don't get tickets, I'm suing someone. I'm just throwing that out there. I need tickets. Same. Okay, number 2 for albums. Silence Between Songs by Madison Beer. So, again, I'm a huge Madison Beer fan. I think I might have talked about this at one point. If I haven't, here, I'm going to talk about it now. Life Support, which is Madison's debut album, is still one of my favorite albums ever. Forever would probably be one of my favorites. It's incredible. It's so good. And I was worried that I wasn't going to like this one as much as Life Support, because this is her sophomore album. I was like, okay, maybe sophomore slump. I mean, it's a little different because she's not obviously as big as Olivia. She 100% should be. Like, people should take her more seriously. But I was worried it wasn't going to be as good. But she really proved me wrong. Like, oh my gosh. This is probably, like, might be my number 1 album of this year. If I'm, like, really thinking about it, maybe. It's just so good. Like, I think this might have been a stronger album than Life Support. Or stronger than Life Support. As much as I love Life Support, I just think she was still trying to find her sound in Life Support. But, like, in this one, she found it, and it was gorgeous. Again, just like Guts, no skips. Full album, perfection. I still listen to it, like, every day. I listen to it every day since it came out. Like, it's so incredible. It's so beautiful. Like, if you like pretty songs and good-ass songwriting, you gotta listen to it. Like, it's so good. And Rider, which, like, it's one of the songs for people who don't know, fucking hurt my soul. Like, oh my gosh. That was so pretty. Like, all the songs, but that one in particular stuck out to me because it was about her brother. And it made me cry while I was listening to it. It just was, oh my gosh. It was so good. So beautiful. Like, the songwriting, the production. The fucking production was sick. Like, the production was insane on Life Support as well, but I think this one was on another level. And just like with Olivia, because it's the sophomore album, we got to see her grow, especially Madison, because she's been around for so long. Like, I started becoming a fan of her, or not started, I became a fan of her like in March of 2021, because that's when I listened to Life Support the first time. But I heard some of her other stuff. Like, I knew melodies from when it came out, like back in 2013. And then I think I knew Dead and maybe Home With You, but I think at the time I heard Dead, but at the time I just wasn't thinking that much, and my music taste was really just Taylor Swift, Little Mix, and Ariana Grande with like Selena Gomez. That's really who I listened to, and so I didn't really give her a chance back then, because it wasn't also my type of music then. Of course it is now. Like, I love all her music, but we really got to see her grow over the years. And this sounds like Madison. Like, she found her sound, which I'm so happy, because it's like, if you read her book, she talks about like how she like wanted to do specific things. Her label didn't want her, like they wanted her to be the pop girl, and that's why, or like bubblegum pop, and that's why they did melodies, and she hates the song. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It does hit sometimes, but not the best. And that's why I'm so happy with this album, because she found her sound and she's doing what she wants to do. She did kind of do that with Life Support, but she really found her sound, and this is like the sound I can see her doing, or like not the rest of her career. Maybe she'll switch it up eventually, but this is her type of thing. Like, it's so perfect, and it's so aesthetically pleasing too. Like, with the album cover, like of her running in the field, like all the songs just go so well with that. It's actually insane. Like, I'm ready for her third album, even though I know this came out in September. I know that, but it's so good. I heard she's releasing an EP sometime this year, maybe. So I'm ready for that too. So I want to hear more from her with this sound, because it's so good. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm actually like so in love with this album. From the first time I listened to it, I remember, because I didn't record an episode for it on here. I was planning on it, or not planning. I was considering it, but I was too tired because school was kicking my ass. And I remember laying in like my dorm, like on my bed, listening to it. I was just staring at the ceiling. I'm like, what the actual fuck? I think I was crying too during it, because some of the songs really messed me up. It's just so beautiful. I really recommend this. Like, I honestly think I would recommend this more than Guts. Even though Guts is perfection and you should listen to it, this is really my type of shit. Like just like the sound of it, and the production is so pretty, and it's also cinematic. Like, you need to listen to it, and people need to start taking this girl seriously, because she can write songs, she can produce, she can also fucking sing. Like, I'm pissed off that people aren't giving her like her flowers. Like, everyone's like, oh, she can't sing, blah blah. Like, bitch, have you, like, no, listen to her live. Like, she's incredible. So I recommend Silence Between Songs by Madison Beer, 100%. And then I don't know what else I want to say about it. There's probably so much more. I just cannot think right now because I'm tired. But like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, I think I would be listening to this album for the rest of my life. Same with Life Support. Like, it's so good. Oh my gosh. And also, well, okay, this is one more thing I want to say about this. It's nominated for a Grammy for something with production, and Madison was one of the producers on it, and so I'm like so fucking happy. She's finally a Grammy nominated artist, and so is Olivia. Of course, I'm thrilled for her too. I was so happy when I found out she got nominated, but I feel like I'm more happy about Madison, because I am a bigger Madison fan, even though I've been a fan of Olivia longer. I don't know why, that's just happened. And she was robbed. Life Support should have gotten nominated. And like, of course, I know like people didn't take her seriously, and it wasn't like super big, but still, it should have gotten nominated for something. And of course, like, Silence Between Songs is not nominated for one of the main, like, oh my gosh, categories. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. It's not nominated in one of the main categories, of course. I know that. But do I care? No. Honestly, I don't. Like, I'm going to be honest. I did not know that category was a thing until I saw on Twitter that Madison was nominated. And I don't give a shit. A Grammy is a Grammy. Like, I'm just happy she got nominated for something because, of course, I was rooting for her, but I did not think it was going to happen. It's because Grammys are fucking stupid. I mean, clearly, Sabrina's not nominated this year, which is insane, which I have not forgiven them for. Tate's not nominated. Who else? Renee Rapp is not nominated. Like, that album, I mean, it's on this list, I'm pretty sure. Snow Angel should have been nominated, or she should have at least been nominated for Best New Artist. Like, bro, especially with, like, how many records it broke. Like, fuck the Grammys. I mean, I'm usually more mad at the Grammys than I am this year, and that's literally just because Madison got nominated. I'm just happy she got nominated. But yeah, anyways. Everything about this album is perfect. You should listen. My top 3 on the album are, oh fuck, this is actually might be harder than Guts because like, I adore every song on this album. Okay, I think my top 3 are, oh fuck, Rider. I think it's only up there because I literally cry to it every day, but it's also literally perfect. Rider, oh fuck, what else? Honestly, Home to Another One, that fucking hit. And, honestly, Envy the Leaves. I think those are my top 3 right now. I mean, this, and also same with Guts, it changes, like, every day, or, like, every time I listen to it, and I listen to these albums, like, every day. And so it changes, like, all the time. So it's probably gonna change tomorrow. Or even tonight, because I have not listened to them yet today, because I woke up, like, 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Well, again, listen to this album. Listen to Madison's discography. Actually, maybe not the whole discography, because she's, like, maybe not melodies, because she does not like the song, and honestly, it's not the best. But, like, you should at least listen to As She Pleases EP, Life Support, and Silence Between Songs. Yeah, I think so. And one more thing I'm going to say about this is I really hope for her next album, or at least her next I mean, okay, we're talking about album because that's going to come out in a few years. First of all, people promote her. She needs better promotion. Like, I think she could be huge if people promote her. And also, I would like a better rollout of the singles. I think that's the word. Because I loved all the singles, don't get me wrong. I loved all of them. But it pissed me off that, so Life Support got released in 2021, February. And then she released a single, Reckless, in June. I think it was June 4th of 2021, because it was one of my most played songs that year. And Reckless was on the album, which really threw me off when I saw the track list, because I thought that it was just a random single. And then she also released Dangerous and Showed Me. Was that what she released? Yeah. In 2022, at the end of August 2022, and not February, November, or October. Sorry, I'm getting my months mixed up. October of 2022. And she didn't release the album until, like, well, actually, okay, no, that's fine. But she didn't announce the album until the June of 2023 when Home to Another One released. And I thought Home to Another One was going to be the lead single, or, like, the first single to the album. And then, like, we found out Reckless was, technically. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I adore Reckless. It's one of my faves. Adore it, love it with my whole heart. It will never get old. But I want a better rollout of her not releasing singles for the album a few years before. Like, 2 years before she released a single that went on the album. Like, next time, I'm hoping it will be like Home to Another One. She drops one single, or she can drop more, because she did drop Spinnin' before it released. But she drops a lead single, like the first song like, the first song we're gonna get off the album. She drops it and then announces the album, and then that's, like, one of the only ones we know, or we, like, know maybe another one she releases later. But I hope this makes sense. It's what I want her to do, kind of what she did, or what Olivia did with Guts. It's release Vampire, announce the album, which was the first song she released in Sour, announce the album, then release another single, and then the album drops. I want Madison's label to do that. I think it's the label's fault. I mean, I'm not blaming her. Like, I'm not mad about it. It's just, I feel like it would be way better. The rollout would be way better if she did that. If that makes any sense. Because I want kind of new songs-ish. I mean, Reckless, Dangerous, Showed Me, incredible. Right? But I kind of would have liked it better if Reckless, Showed Me, and Dangerous were not on the album, and Home to Another One was the first single for the album. But yeah, that's just me. I hope people don't get mad at me. I hope people know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, anyways, next album. Okay, so basically the third, but again, it's not in order. Okay, so I am not really a fan of this person. Like, nothing against her. I've only listened to this album. The only reason I know who she is because of this album and a single. And it's 21st Century Blues by Ray. Because holy shit, this album is incredible. Like, I didn't know anything about Ray before Escapism. Actually, I still don't really know anything about her. I just knew she dropped Escapism, and it was incredible. And when I saw people on Twitter talking about how this was dropping, I don't remember, but I remember it was, like, the day before it dropped. Or, like, not the day before. I found it literally dropped on, like, Twitter, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go listen to it, whatever. I loved Escapism, so we'll see. Oh my gosh, like, that, it threw me off so much, because I was not expecting to love it as much as I do. Like, I knew for, like, Olivia and Madison, I was gonna love it, because I am, like, huge fans of them, not just as an artist, as people. Like, I adore them. Like, with Ray, I knew nothing about her. I was just like, okay, besides Escapism, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to it. It was incredible. Literally so good. The storytelling, the vocals, everything, and, like, the way she, like, I was gonna say, like, the order of the songs, perfect. The intro, the way she talks, and it's like, okay, like my name's Ray, like, I'm gonna tell you a story about blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, it's so fucking good. So fucking good. Like, I don't think I'll ever get over it. I still don't know much about Ray, because the only thing I know about her is that I listened to the album. I mean, I haven't listened to the album recently. It was, like, I listened to it when it came out a couple of times. And I don't know why I haven't listened to it since then. I think it's because I just listen to the people I'm, like, really fans of, if that makes any sense. Because I, like, just don't branch out, which I really need to work on. So I haven't listened to it in a while. Or, actually, no, I hadn't listened to it in a while. I listened to it last week when I was making the list. And I was like, oh my gosh. Because I knew it was going to be on here, because it was so good when I listened to it. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I forgot. Like, this literally is so good. I don't think was nominated for a Grammy. She was robbed. Literally everything about this album was perfect. Like, first of all, Escapism being a single, I don't know if that was the only single. I'm pretty sure it was lead single. Or it was just the only one I heard because it went viral. And the only reason I knew it was because it went viral. If that was her lead single, genius. Because Escapism hits hard. It's so good. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that song. Maybe not, like, grandparents, but you know what I mean. Like, everyone who I think has social media probably knows it, or at least has TikTok, because it went crazy on TikTok and it still gets brought up. Yeah. Literally incredible. Like, I'm personally not really a fan. I'm a fan of this album, if that makes any sense. Like, not really of her, because I don't know anything about this girl, but incredible. Show-stopping. Like, it's so good. So good. And I haven't listened to any of her previous work. I don't know what she has out. I don't know if I think this was her debut album, but she might have an EP. She probably has singles. I haven't listened to any of them, because I really did not know who she was before Escapism. I think that's when I heard about her the first time. But, like, she really did the damn thing. Really did. Like, this was honestly such a shock for me to, like this so much. Because, like I said, I do gravitate towards more the people I like. But, you know, I always try to listen to new stuff. And I sometimes like it, sometimes don't. But, like, sometimes I think I like the people I listen to because I'm, like, more used to it. And, like, I, like, know their sound and I know their shit. But, like, this was insane. Like, I really was not expecting to like this this as much as I do. And if she wasn't nominated for a Grammy, I'm gonna be pissed off because I think it's, like, I think it should be on most. I think it's actually, oh my gosh, I cannot speak. I think it's on most people's list for top albums of 2023 who listened to it. Because I saw a couple of lists, or I saw two. Not a couple, I saw two. Or, yeah, I saw two. And they were both really high on the list. Or, like, this album was really high on the list. As it should be. Perfection. I don't know what else to say, because it was easier talking about the other ones because, like, I'm a fan of them personally, and I listen to all their other work, and I could talk about that, because I'm not, like, I'm a fan of this album, not really of her personally. I would like to be, I just don't know anything about her, and I'm too lazy to keep up. If that makes any sense. But, you know, okay. Incredible, show-stopping, shout out to Ray. She's so talented. Grammys suck if she didn't get nominated. At least she should have got nominated for Best New Artist. Because Escapism, first of all, that was insane. Also, all the other songs, like this, again, no skips. Perfection all the way through. I think this was probably not my favorite, but I think I might have enjoyed this a bit more than the other two. Even though I did, well, actually, no, I did not dance when I listened to Guts for the first time because I was literally sitting in a chair recording. But when I listened to the 21st Century Blues, I was literally in my room, like, in my dorm, jamming out, like, having a full-on rave, just, like, on my own, like, or, why am I saying dorm? Okay, I'm getting, sorry, because I was talking about Guts and silence between songs, and I listened to them at my dorm. I got thrown off. What I mean is, when I listened to 21st Century Blues for the first time, I was in my room at home, having a full-on rave. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. I'm probably going to get mixed up when I listen to things, because most of these, a good chunk of these I did listen to when I was in my dorm at school. So that's why I was thrown off. I'm so sorry. I was so confused because I'm like, I did listen to it once while I was in my dorm, and I did go crazy. But, like, I don't remember having a full-on rave there. But, yeah, it was at my house. But, anyways, top 3 of this album. Fuck, I don't even know. I think this might be harder because they're all just so good. I don't know. Gosh, what is it? Okay. I think one of them is probably Escapism, just because it hit so hard and because that was my song when it first came out. Like, oh my gosh. And it just, like, the memories. Like, I don't get how I can feel nostalgia from a song that came out last year. Or, like, a few months ago. Like, I get nostalgia from Vampire. Because, like, I don't know why. Okay, but I think favorite. So, probably Escapism, just because Body Dysmorphia and The Thrill Is Gone. I think those are my top ones right now. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure that out later, because I'm probably going to listen to it again. Talking about it makes me want to listen to it. But yeah. So that's kind of technically third. I'm sorry, this is probably a disaster. I'm not used to recording. Or, like, I got out of the hang of it. I really don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm not used to it because I stopped for a couple months. But I'll get back into it. Hopefully next episode will be not as chaotic. Okay. 4. Good Riddance by Gracie Abrams. So I am a Gracie fan. I've been a fan for, like, a few years. I think 2021 is when I actually became a fan. But I heard some of her stuff before then. Like, 2021 is when I really started to, like, not branch out, because I'm still really, like, don't listen to things. like, you know, start standing new people like Madison and Gracie and all that. But yeah, Good Riddance, Gracie Abrams, her debut album, incredible. So good. And I knew it was going to be good because I love both of her EPs, adore them with my whole heart. Just like, it was incredible. Like, I remember listening to it when it came out because, of course, like with Ray, I found out that was coming out on Twitter. For this, I found out because I followed Gracie and I like keep up with her. And I remember first when it got announced, I was in school. I was like in one of my classes. I don't know why I was on my phone, but I was just checking Instagram, taking a break, and I saw it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, oh my gosh, we're finally getting it. Finally getting it. Like, even though, like, I knew we were getting it probably this year, I had a feeling. Just like that fact that we were actually getting it, like, freaked me actually like out. It's so like everything about this album is perfect. Her songwriting is so good. So good. And there's just something about her voice that's so like relaxing, if that makes sense. I feel like people who listen to Gracie know what I'm talking about. Like, it's so relaxing and comforting, even though her songs are depressing as hell. It's just like so relaxing and so nice. And I love this album so much. Like, honestly, it's probably, if I like had to rank the albums of this year, it's probably my top 5, to be honest. Probably. Like, it's just so perfect. Everything about it is just perfect. I'm now realizing, because I've only gone through 4 albums and so far it's 36 minutes. I probably shouldn't rant much, so I'll be kind of quick talking about the rest of the stuff. I'm sorry, but I really don't want this to be like over, like an hour's fine. I don't want it like anywhere close to 2. So we're gonna be quicker and not like go on a whole rant about how I did with Guts and Silence Between Songs. But anyways, Good Riddance. Incredible. It's probably, like I said, it's probably my top 5 this year. It really like showed her growth. I mean, like, all her stuff was perfect before. Like, there was nothing bad about any of her music, but it really did show her growth, and I could hear it. But like, her songwriting, it's like her songwriting was always amazing. It's just gotten so much better. And I did not think it was possible. It's so good. Like, everything, her voice, it's just so beautiful, incredible. She's also nominated for a Grammy, Best New Artist, which, thank the Lord. I had a feeling she would, but before I found out she was Best New Artist, I found out that Tate, Sabrina, and Renee did not get nominated, so that's when I was kind of like, okay, so we're fucked. I really did not think she was going to get nominated after that, and I'll explain, like, talk about that probably if I do a Grammys episode. I'm not planning on it, but if I do, I'll talk about it. Like, after that, it was like, okay, I don't think Gracie's nominated at this point. But she was. Best New Artist. I'm so happy for her. She deserves this so much. I do wish this album was nominated for Best Album, or, like, not Best Album, Album of the Year. It should have been. I mean, she was robbed. It really should have been. Like, this is impeccable. So perfect. Like, again, same with the other ones. No skips. I literally cried while listening to the whole album. I remember I went to school the next day sobbing, like full on sobbing, or like not sobbing, but I looked like I'd been crying for hours because I played it before I went to school, and that was like the worst thing like I ever did in my life. So great, perfect, everything, just so good. And honestly, it's probably, if I had to like rank her projects, like including her EP, this would probably be number 1. I love her EPs, adore them with my whole heart, but it's so good. It just shows her like improvement in her growth, and it's just so fucking good. So fucking good. So my top 3. Oh fuck, what are my top 3? I don't know what my top 3 are. I think, okay, so again, just like with the other ones, it changes, like, every time I listen. And I listen to this, same with Guts and Silence between songs. I listen to this once a day. Literally, like all the time. Sometimes twice a day. It's, like, it's insane. But my favorite right now, I think, it's gonna change, like, later today when I play this. But right now, Amelie. Oh, what else? Oh, my gosh. 405 and probably Best or Full Machine. Those are probably my favorite right now. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. If you haven't listened to this, you should definitely listen to this, especially if you like depressing music. Because she really provides that. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Next up. 5, right? Yeah, 5. Snow Angel by Renee Rapp. So I kind of talked about Renee, how she wasn't nominated for a Grammy, and I thought that was insane. And I'm going to be honest, wait, what was I saying? I don't even know. Okay, now I remember. I started listening to her, or, like, I listened to her other stuff, like her EPs, at the very beginning of 2023, because I know that people are talking about her albums getting released. And I was like, okay, let's go. I'll listen to it. Or, like, how people thought her album was going to get released. And so I listened to her EP, Everything to Everyone. Sorry, I forgot. I couldn't think of. I knew it was something like that, but I was worried I was going to say Everyone to Everything. But so I listened to that. Incredible. I'm obsessed with her voice. And I also did kind of know who she was because she's on Sex Life of College Girls or something like that. I haven't watched it, but I do know she's on that. And then she also did Mean Girls on Broadway. So I kind of knew who she was in a way, not really. I still don't know much about her because I'm really just obsessed with her albums. Like, I haven't really kept up with anything like I do for Gracie, Olivia, Madison. But this album threw me off. Even listening to her EP, I didn't think I was going to, like, love it as much as I do. Or, like, I did. I still do. I mean, and then same with this. I went in there like, okay, I think I'm going to like it. Or I'm going to like it a lot. I just wasn't sure how much. Oh, my gosh. Like, I listened to it when it came out. I don't remember when that was. But I do remember I listened to it when it came out, like, over the summer. Incredible. Insane. Everything about her. Her voice. Like, I think even if you didn't know she was on Broadway, you could tell by her voice. Because her control's perfect. Like, her range, it just sounds so strong. Controlled, everything. It's perfect. Her songwriting, so good. Oh my gosh. Like, I did not think I was gonna, like, fall in love with this album as much as I did. Like, I kind of thought I was just because I really liked the EP. It's like, this threw me off because I thought I was gonna like it a lot. Like, but then, like, it started, I remember 3 songs then I was like, I'm Poison. I was sitting there like, this is fucking incredible. Like, I think I'm in love. It's so good. And I do love really good songwriting. Like, that's one thing about me. Like, first of all, I love depressing ass music. I love that. But I also like really good songwriting. And she provides that. And she gives us sad songs. She gives us like sad and emotional ones. Like I was saying, sad. I don't know why I put emotional. Sad emotional ones. But she also gives us Bad Bitch. Just songs you can, like, jam out to and, like, dance to, which I need. Because in an album, I need a variety of songs you can cry in the car to, even though I don't drive. If I ever do. Songs you can cry in the car to. Songs you can scream, like, take all your anger out in the car. And then songs you can also, like, jam out to and just sing, have fun in the car. I don't know why I'm saying a car, because I'm always with people when I'm in a car, because I can't drive. But, you know, that's my vision when I get my license. So that's what I want in an album. And she provided that. Like, she went from I Hate Boston, which had me literally sobbing. I'm not sure why, because I don't even think it's the saddest song on the album. But, like, it had me going through it for some reason. Bro, like I said, 2023 was not my year. I'm pretty sure I was going through it when I listened to this album. And then she went from I Hate Boston to Poison. Like, what the actual fuck? It's so good. And when I'm talking about Snow Angel, I'm talking about the deluxe, by the way. because I didn't say that for Good Riddance, but I did bring up, I'm pretty sure, 405 from Good Riddance. I was talking about it. It's on the deluxe. But the deluxe. Okay, that's what I meant to go to. Okay, deluxe, incredible. There's sometimes I'm worried about deluxes because, like, I think they don't need to add anything. Like, it's perfect the way it is. This, it was already perfect. It's even more perfect now. Like, Tell Me Hurts by Coco Jones. Oh my gosh. Like, that, I was not expecting that collab. And, like, I know Coco can sing. I love Let It Shine. Watch it all the time. Like, I know she can sing. Like, their voices together, perfect. It was so good. I literally cried because it was so pretty. Literally. Perfect. Like, fact she's not nominated for Grammy is insane. I thought she was going to get nominated for at least Best New Artist, but I also thought album or something because I'm pretty sure she was the most streamed female album of 2023, or it was something like that. I know she broke some streaming record or some kind of record for 2023. So the fact that she's not nominated, insane, awful, fuck the Grammys. I mean, I've said it before, but fuck them. And then my top 3 of the album. Oh, fuck. That's actually, this might be the hardest because oh my gosh. Okay, so right now, because again, it changes all the time. Tell Me Hurts, featuring Coco. Even though I love the original, I adore the original, Coco one just hits because they sound insane. Okay, so Tell Me Hurts, probably I Hate Boston, and then probably the wedding song. That was insane. Especially because the reason I fell in love with it as much as I did, or like I loved it when it came out, but then like 2 or 3 months ago or something like that, I saw an edit of one of my favorite chips to that, and that just made me love the song so much more and had me sobbing. So that's also why it's up there, because it just hit 10 times more seeing them with my chip, you know? Okay. Number 6. I can't count because I put these in bullet points, not like numbers. Okay, yeah, 6. Okay, so I was debating on putting this on here because I don't know if it kind of counts, but I put it because I did not listen to enough albums this year. So it is up there. Okay, so it's Speak Now, Taylor's version. I don't necessarily know if it counts because it's a re-recording, but I also put it on there because of the vault tracks. I love all the vault tracks. And I did an episode on this. It brings back trauma and like terrifying memories because I was literally up. I got 3 hours of sleep because I was literally up until 8 a.m. or 8:30 actually, editing the episode. But when I don't think about that and how rough that was, it's incredible. Like, it's so good. And it might be because Speak Now is my favorite Taylor album. Yeah, it might be because of that, but it's just so good. And like, yeah, like we heard most of it. That's why I'm not going to talk about this one as much, because we did hear most of the songs already for this. But like hearing the re-recordings for Taylor, like from Taylor, it's always really fun for me. And I know for a lot of other people, not only because of the vault tracks, but because you can hear her voice and like the changes she makes. Like, I could tell so many changes. I think I could tell more changes in 1989 and Speak Now than Fearless and Red. I did hear quite a few changes in Red and Fearless, of course, but I think they stood out more for me in Speak Now in 1989. Like, especially the production. Of course, her voice sounded different too, but just really the production in both of them, especially Speak Now, I could tell so many differences. I don't know if it hits as hard as the original. Of course, I don't listen to the original anymore. I think I probably could because I do have it on CD, and like that doesn't do anything. But I have not listened to it since it came out. I only listened to Taylor's version, but I think what pissed me off the most is Haunted. It's one of my favorite Taylor songs ever. She wasn't as angry, and that's what fucked me up. And that's why I was debating on putting this on here. Not only because it is re-recording, but because that pissed me off so much. Like, I needed more angst. I need more anger. But other than that, it was perfect. Like, all the vault tracks, incredible. Electric Heart, Castle Crumbling, When Emma Falls in Love, Timeless. Why am I not thinking? I know I Can See You. That was it. What's the other one? Because I know I'm forgetting something. Foolish One. Don't know why I didn't think of that. But yeah, all the full tracks, incredible. I don't know if it's her strongest, like, full tracks or, like, her best ones. I mean, I think some of my favorites are on here, but I don't know if it's, like, these ball tracks are better than Fearless, Red, 1989. I haven't figured that out yet. I think I probably need to, like, go through and, like, really figure that out soon. So, just to know. But yeah. I don't know what else to say, so I'm just going to say my top 3. So, my top 3. Actually, I don't even know if I should say my top 3 because we've heard half these. Okay, I'm going to say my top 3 of the vault tracks. So there are 6. Okay, top 3. I Can See You, When Emma Falls in Love, and probably Castle Crumbling or Timeless. Those are probably my top 3. Pretty sure when I listened to it for the first time in the episode, I said When Emma Falls in Love was one of my favorites, and it still is. Incredible. Okay. Number 7. Gosh, I need to speed this up. Number 7. Okay. So, okay, again, I don't know if this really should count because it's a deluxe. We got the regular in 2022. We got the deluxe in 2023. Do I care? No, because it's literally incredible. So I'm going to say it. Emails I Can't Send Forward by Sabrina. So Forward is the deluxe because the regular is just Emails I Can't Send. I know she released the original in 2023 or 2022. I know that it probably shouldn't be on my list, but it is. Even if she just released these 4 songs as an EP, it would be on my list. Literally incredible. I did not think this album could get any better. I really didn't. Emails I Can Send. I adore this album with my whole heart. Always have since it came out. It's like I listen to it all the time. I really did not think she could do any better. And then she came out and was like, okay, here are 4 more songs that you're not going to skip. And I'm like, what the fuck? And also depressing ass songs too. I mean, some of them are good, but just perfect. So perfect. Everything about this, perfect. Like, songwriting and the deluxe tracks. I mean, the whole album, of course, but I'm talking about the deluxe tracks because that's what came out this year. The 4 deluxe tracks, incredible. The album's still no skips. Feather got its moment. Thank the Lord. I mean, I'm so happy it's doing so well. It's like, I don't know. It's not the best song on the album. Or, like, personally, what I think, it's not the best song on the album. But, honestly, it's incredible. And anything to get Sabrina to be taken seriously and not be brought up in drama and not being brought up to take her down. As long as that's not happening, I'm perfectly fine with whatever is blowing up. Yeah. And so my 3 favorites for the deluxe tracks, even though there are just 4, are probably Opposite, Things I Wish You Said, and honestly probably Feather. Don't get me wrong, I love Lonesome. It's really close, but Feather, I think I just listen to it way more than Lonesome, just because it's so fucking catchy, and I need to, like, not listen to depressing ass songs, So, that's that. Okay, so for the next ones, I'm actually going to speed through. This is taking way longer than I thought. I thought this was going to be like a 30-minute episode, but I'm getting carried away talking about shit. So, we're going to speed through the albums. I'll talk about them a bit, but not as much as the other ones. Okay, so, Think Later by Tate McRae. I think it's the 8th, right? Yeah, the 8th, I think. Think Later by Tate McRae. It was released like a month ago. Literally a month ago yesterday, I'm pretty sure. I am a fan of Tate. Adore her. Loved her debut. I did not think I was going to love it as much as I did, though. It's like, I love all her music. I really do. But it threw me off so much especially how much I played it with it just being out for a month, is actually insane. Like some of the songs, quite a few of the songs, actually I don't even know. There were a couple that were in my replay of 2023 because I played it so fucking much. It's actually insane. It's so good. Like, you could hear her improvement, and she's finally blowing up, which, and same with Sabrina, she's blowing up too. It makes me so happy, but it also makes me sad because, like, I've been a fan of them for a while, and, like, seeing them blow up makes me happy, but then, I'm, like, people are finally figuring out about them, and getting tickets for concerts are gonna be actual hell. But hearing, like, Take Row, especially because I did listen to her one day when it came out on YouTube. I didn't become a fan back then. I became a fan in 2020. But I did used to listen to that when it first came out on YouTube. And, like, hearing her evolution from that to this, incredible. It's just everything about it. Like, I love her depressing songs, but honestly, on this album, I think her fun-ass ones and, like, the upbeat ones hit harder. On her debut, it was a different story. I liked the depressing ones more. But this one, incredible. Insane. Girl had no right to make me cry and also, like, jam out in my room. Incredible. Show-stopping. Literally everything. Like, I honestly did not think this was going to make the list when I thought about doing this back in November when I was trying to figure stuff out. I was like, I don't know if it's going to make it because it's only going to be out for a month and it's coming out in December and I'll have all these other ones to listen to more, or, like, if that makes any sense. But here we are. I mean, I knew I was going to love it, but really, it surprised me how much, like, how insane it was. Like, that's my girl. I'm so proud of her. So happy. The fact that Greedy wasn't nominated for a Grammy. Jail. Fuck everything. But anyways, incredible, impeccable. You should listen to it. Watch the music videos for Grady and X's. Oh my gosh. One thing about her, girl can dance. I knew that because I knew she was on. So you think you can dance, but you guys gotta watch it. Like, she is coming out for blood. She could be a new main pop girly. One thing I will say, even though I said I wasn't gonna talk a lot about this, or, like, albums moving forward, I do want to say one thing. People are calling her the next Britney Spears, or this generation's Britney Spears, and don't get me wrong, I love Tate, and I think she's gonna, like, blow up and do incredible and, like, become really big. Y'all need to stop calling her the next Britney Spears because no one will ever be Britney Spears, okay? I'm just saying that, and I think people will agree with me. Like, yes, I love Tate. I'm so happy she's finally getting, like, the representation, but, like her flowers, like, everything, she's getting it. Finally, everyone's seeing her. Like, she's finally getting the recognition she deserves. That's the word. But she is not Britney Spears. She will never be Britney Spears. No one will ever be Britney Spears or be that iconic. So, just throwing that out there. Stop doing that and stop comparing people. Because when people say that, people start attacking Tate. Like, I get what you're saying. Like what you're saying. She can dance. Like, Tate can dance. Britney could dance. And I get what they mean. I do. I kind of see what they're talking about. It's like, Britney is Britney. No one will ever be her. Just saying. Okay. Next. Oh, actually, not next. I have to do my top 3. My top 3 on this album. Guilty Conscience. Want That Too. Probably Hurt My Feelings. I think those are my top ones right now. It's probably going to change, though. Okay, what number was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have 2 more, and then shows. Okay. What was I gonna do? Okay, so I do like the album. The only reason this is on here is because one song fucked me up so much. Okay, it's Baby or BB/Angel by Tinashe. Or Tinashe. I hope that's her name. So, I do love the whole EP. Don't get me wrong. But literally the main reason this is on here is because of Needs. Because I play that song so much. It's so good. It's so catchy. I found out about it on Twitter. And incredible. Literally just that song. I mean, don't get me wrong. The whole album's incredible. But the reason it's literally on this list is because of Needs. It's so catchy. So good. Like, I love how the music video is just so chill at, like, a grocery store. I, love how it's, like, not high production. It's kind of simple, chill. Literally everything about that song. Perfect. I really, I'm gonna be honest, I listened to this album, or this EP all together once. I loved it. It was great. So beautiful. I'm obsessed with her voice. But I've only listened to Needs since then. And literally the reason it's on here is because of Needs. I think that's all I'm going to say about this album. Again, like I said, nothing against the rest of the album. It is incredible and I do love it. It's just because Needs hit so hard. That's literally all I listen to. Like, I had that on repeat like a couple of days ago for like the whole day. That's literally all I listen to. Yeah. That's it. Sorry. I would rank my like top 3 songs from the album. But literally, I have not listened to it since, when did it come out? September. I have not listened to September. Yeah. I'm sorry. Please, people who like Tinashe, don't kill me. Like, she's incredible. I love her voice, and I've listened to her other stuff before, and it's so good. It's just like, this damn song is the reason it's on this list, because I cannot get sick of it, and it's like so good. Okay. Next one. Okay. So, I don't know if this technically should count because it's a Christmas album or a Christmas EP, but we're throwing it in there. Fruitcake, Sabrina Carpenter. I'm sorry if you guys aren't, like, are like, oh, it's a Christmas EP, like, what the hell? I'm sorry, okay? It's on here for a reason. Literally, I'm going to listen to it all year round. I don't care if it's Christmas. I'll be listening to it for the rest of my life. Incredible. I'm happy. I think it's kind of blowing up, kind of, in a way. I mean, I'm just happy. She released it so good, and also like the production for it was so smart, like everything, like her performing it at the Jingle Ball or at the Jingle Balls, and then like the Nonsense Christmas. I know that came out last year, but like remixing her biggest hit, genius. She's literally a genius for it. Her songwriting in this perfect, because one thing I like about this is it's like new songs besides White Christmas or White Xmas, but she like did change it up a bit at the end of it. Or, like, halfway through. But, like, I like the rest of it, how brand new songs. Christmas songs we don't know. Because I love some Christmas songs, but also, like, they're overplayed and really fucking annoying. So, I'll say about Fruitcake. Incredible. I will be listening to this in the summer. Not sure why, but, you know. She's honestly, she's the one person I will listen to Christmas songs for in, like, a different season. Okay, so my top 3 right now is New Year's. Yeah. Santa Doesn't Know You Like I Do, and Cindy Lou Who. I think those are my favorite right now. Yeah, so that's the albums. I'll tell you what else I had written down as, like, honorable mentions. It just didn't make it, and if I did longer, I would. But, okay, Hella's Teenage Girl by Nessa Barrett. That was on my honorable mention. I'll just say that. Incredible. I listened to it on podcast. It also might be because I literally adore this girl with my whole heart. Then 1999 Taylor's Version. Incredible, show-stopping, well, tracks, insane. She changed style a little bit too much for my opinion. I mean, I still listen to it just fine and I adore it, but it doesn't hit the same and it pisses me off. What else? Jaguar 2 by Victoria Monet. I don't really know much about Victoria besides she's friends with Ariana, and the reason I know her is because of Monopoly, the song she did with Ariana. And the reason I listened to this album was because On My Mama. Because I heard that like on a playlist I was listening to once when I was exercising. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to listen to the album. I listened to it. So good. So good. I just don't listen to it enough. That's why it's not on here. Like some of these, like I don't, like the Ray one is like the one I don't listen to like an insane amount of times, like in a day. Like I haven't listened to it a lot recently, but like from the first few times I listened to it, it was incredible. Like this one, I listened to like twice. I listen to On My Mama a ton, all the time. But, like, the full album, I don't listen to a ton. But, like, from the 2 times I'm pretty sure I listened to it, it's on the honorable mention list. Like, incredible, show-stopping. And I think that's it. I also did put, this was released in the very end of, December 2023. But 2022. But people were putting this on their list for 23 albums, as was by SZA. Even though I don't think it technically should be on the list, I put it in my honorable mention because if it was released in 2024, it would be, like, probably number 1. Like, oh, my gosh. Girl really did the damn thing, making us wait that damn long. I mean, I didn't wait that. I waited, like, 2 years. But, you know, I hope you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah. That was way longer than I thought. I'm so sorry. I've been so excited to talk about some of these albums. Like, I got carried away. Okay. So, top 10 shows I watched in 2023. So, again, I said this at the beginning. First of all, I'm going to probably be quicker with these. I these are ones I watched in 2023. So some of them are old, and some of them are just new seasons I watched in 2023. Okay, and these are in random order. First one, One Tree Hill. Incredible. Traumatized me for life. I have still not recovered, and I'm not going to rewatch it anytime soon because it literally fucked me up so bad. It was part of the reason my mental health got even worse. Like, I watched it during my 6-month break of the podcast, and what's annoying is my mental health was already shitty as hell, and then this show came on. It was like, oh yay, yeah, we're gonna fuck it up even more. Like, I will not forgive some of my friends for being like, oh, you're gonna love it, because they were right. I did. I still do. And they warned me that I was going to lose my mind, but they didn't warn me how fucking bad it was gonna get for me. Because I'm the type of person, I get attached to a show so much and so into specific shows that it affects my mental health, and this was one of them that fucked it up so much. It's not even funny. Like, I cried watching edits of this show because it messed me up so much, because I thought season 1 was great, and the rest of the show was great too, but season 1 was so cute. There were some moments it didn't make me cry, it just pissed me off. I was annoyed about things. Then season 2 came out. It was like, we're gonna fuck you up every episode after episode 13, I think that was the episode. And if you watch One Tree Hill, you know exactly what happened and know why I was a mess. Every episode after season 2, episode 13, I think it was, yeah, I cried. And there were 22 episodes, or 23 episodes that season. Cried during all of them. I cried 11 episodes. Season 3, had a great time, for the most part. Then shit happened. Balled my ass out, fucked me up. Season 4 fucked me up even more. Season 5 pissed me the hell off. Season 6 literally ruined my life. Season 7 messed me up even more. Season 8 didn't mess me up as much, but it still pissed. There were specific things that pissed me off and messed me up. Season 9 was a disaster. They really just only were like, oh, we're gonna give you season 1 and have you have fun, and then fuck you up completely. Here's my recommendation. Of course I recommend the show for you, but if you're someone like me who gets heavily attached and it affects your mental health, don't watch it. Don't. I'm so serious. The amount of rants I had with my best friend about this, because she has not watched the show, because she loved the girl to death, but she's very behind on shows. She's been watching Vampire Diaries for 3 years straight. We watched some of it last night, but she's behind, but she lets me rant to her about shows because she's like, oh, whatever, it's fine, because she just lets me. I don't know why. I love her for that. And so I rant to her all the time, or at one point she would always ask me when she would pick me up, oh, how's One Tree Hill? I'm like, no, it's horrendous. Watching season 3 and season 4 in 1 week was a fucking insane thing, and I don't know why I did that to myself. If you watch, you know what happened in season 3, especially that second half. You know some of the stuff that happened in season 4. Bro, I could go on and on about the show, but I need to get with the rest of the stuff. So that's that. Don't watch it if you get attached to characters and it affects your mental health and you're already mentally unstable. If somebody told me that I was going to get this fucked up from it, I wouldn't watch it. They said it's going to mess you up, but I did not think it was going to be this bad, and I would not have watched it because I was not doing well. Bro, I love talking about this, so I could go on, but I need to get through it. Okay. Number 2, The OC. Oh my gosh, I want to cry thinking about this one too, because again, if you get attached and mentally unstable if shows affect your mental health, don't watch it, or at least watch it when you're really good. Because I think here's the thing that threw me off. I think the OC fucked me up more, an amount, but not in total, but I think I cried more over the OC than I did for One Tree Hill, but I cried more times. I cried more times for One Tree Hill, but I cried harder for the OC. And I think if you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. Because, OC, incredible. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it. Season 1 stressed me the fuck out at specific times. I was pissed off, as I always am. Season 2, I'm pretty sure I cried once in season 1. Season 2 made me cry sometimes, but also I had a great time. So good. Season 3, So good. Probably my favorite season. I had such a fun time until the very end, and then I bawled my eyes out for like hours. I cried to my best friend about it when she picked me up. Like the day after I finished season 3, I was at her house, or she picked me up to go to her house, and I was like bawling my eyes out in the car to her. And then season 4 was the worst season for sure because of a specific thing, and if you watch the OC, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's still fine. I'm just still pissed off about what happened in season 3. But yeah. And also, I know it sounds like these shows are literally awful because I'm bawling my eyes out, but they're still so good. Like, as much as they fucked me up, One Tree Hill and the OC, they were so good, and I enjoyed myself, even though I would like literally lose my mind every 5 seconds. But yeah, okay. Also, I'll just throw this out. One Tree Hill and OC, ships, incredible. Or at least some of them. So good. Okay, next one is Nancy Drew, season 4. So season 4 came out over the summer. Oh my gosh, like, I'm so happy I can talk about this, even though I'm mad because I shouldn't talk about this that much, because this is like literally an hour episode. What I would say about this, I don't know what the hell happened during like the break from season 3 to season 4, because I watched season 1 through 3 after season 3 dropped. Or, like, when season 3 was airing, I watched 1 and 2, and then I watched season 3 after it came out on HBO Max. And then I watched season 4. And what threw me off, and I was talking to my best friend and my therapist about this, was, like, I loved season 1 through 3. I was into it. Like, I cried during season 3 finale, and if you watch, you know why. But what threw me off is I was into it, but not, like, insane amounts. But then season 4 came around and was like, oh, hey, you're going to flip the actual hell out. Like, fucking go crazy. I don't know if I would have watched it if I knew how bad it was going to get for me, because summer was rough for me. My mental health was not great, but Nancy Drew is really a big reason why it was so rocky. Like, Nancy Drew started airing, or like, yeah, when I was watching One Tree Hill, and then also the OC I was watching while I was watching Nancy Drew, season 4. Like, combining all those together was rough. Really bad. Like, oh my gosh. Like, for me, it was so funny to think about, because episode 1 and 2 for Nancy Drew was when I, I dove in. I was insane, like, so into it. I was having a great time. And then episode 3, I got so excited. And if you watch, you know why. And if you're on Twitter, you know why. Because everyone was freaking out over a specific ship that they thought we were finally going to break something. I can't say because I don't want to spoil it. Like, they were going to fix something, and they were going to be together, and everything was going to be perfect. Yeah, it was the complete opposite, and I don't think I've recovered from that damn episode, and it's been months. It came out in June, and I remember on my birthday, I was with my best friend, we were going out to eat, and I was like, while we were driving there, she was like asking me, because she saw, like, I was talking to her, or I was texting her about it or something, or I sent her a Snapchat about it, because I was ranting. And she was like, oh yeah, how'd it go? And I was like, I went on a whole ass rant to her because it was so freaking bad. Like, oh my gosh. I have not recovered. Like, I literally cried and, like, stared at my wall for 10 minutes after the episode. Like, that episode alone traumatized me, and the rest of the season was rough. Especially when you shipped that specific ship that fucked me up. Like, I was a literal disaster. I would flip out every time something bad happens. Like, my summer really revolved around that. And I really was not expecting that. And I will never forgive the CW for canceling it. So good. Incredible. I'm pissed off. Yeah. I would go on and on about it, but, like, I literally can't. But the one thing I will say is we got our end game. So I'm fine with it now. But I'm still pissed off. Okay. 4th one, Bridgerton. I watched Bridgerton this year, and also Queen of Charlotte, but I'm kind of counting those together. It was always on my list, but I watched it because my best friend watched it and was, like, obsessed with Kate and Anthony, which, as she should. I mean, I posted at a compilation, like, a few days ago about how, and, like, the title I'm pretty sure was, like, something about how they changed my life. And, yeah, Kate and Anthony literally were, like, were the reason that this show even got added to my list. Like, I heard about season 1, and I heard it was fine, but, like, I heard, like, people were crazy about it, so I was like, okay, maybe, you know, we'll see. And then season 2 came out, and I remember in, like, 2022, I was seeing all these edits of Kate and Anthony, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, they like, look insane, and, like, the things I'm seeing are insane. Like, I just didn't watch it because I didn't care enough to then, and also I think I was watching other things. So I was like, okay, you know, I'll add it to my list because everyone's obsessed with them. And I finally watched it because I'm my best friend, and also because Queen Charlotte came out and everyone was freaking out over them too. I watched it. Season 1, Bridgerton, fine. But season 2, incredible, literally because of Kate and Anthony. They are actually insane. They changed my life. I'm, like, not even joking. The title was accurate. I am excited for season 3 because of them. Like, of course, I'm excited to see the new love story, but I'm literally just excited to see them because I need more content, and I want to see them actually married and stuff. But they're fucking angst. Insane. Their chemistry, incredible. And then Queen Charlotte, because I'm kind of including that because it's a Bridgerton story. So incredible. Bawled my eyes out. Their chemistry, their angst, their everything, so cute. Charlotte and, why can I not think of his name? George. Insane. Acting, insane. George, whoever plays George, was insane. Had me in tears. The love confession was, like, insane. I was bawling my eyes out. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. So good. And I don't know if I said this. I watched it over the summer, but yeah, incredible. So, 5. Artful Dodger. So this is a new show. I think kind of new. It came out in November on Hulu. I watched it, like, a week before New Year's, or, like, after Christmas, because I finished Game of Thrones. So I, like, watched it after that. And, oh my gosh, like, the reason I got added to my list, well, first of all, because Maya Mitchell is in it, and I absolutely adore her, because she's from The Fosters, Good Trouble, Apps, and Teen Beach Movie, love her. So I added it for that, but then also I decided I was going to watch it when I finished Game of Thrones because I saw so many edits and everyone was talking about how insane the ship is. I was like, okay, like, we'll see. I did not think I was going to cry over an 8-episode show about, like, I think it was 1850s or something like that, or 19, I actually don't know, but, like, a period of time about, or, like, an old time show about a doctor who's, like, also a thief or something. I don't know how to describe it. If you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. I did not think I was going to cry this hard over a show like this. But they were actually insane. Literally insane. Because I also put an edit compilation of them saying how they were insane. They were. I won't say much. Just bawled my eyes out for a good chunk of the show. Especially the finale. Especially when they woke up from, like, when they slept together. And he woke up with his hand, or his hand on her, like, fucking pulse. The fucking pulse. I don't know why my throat cut out there, my voice cut out there, but fucking pulse. Insane. That had me sobbing even harder. I need it to get renewed. Go watch it so it gets renewed. Just saying. Except if you don't want to cry, I don't recommend it, though, because I bawled my eyes out. But they're insane. If it doesn't get renewed, I'm actually going to lose my mind. Okay, number 6. The Buccaneers. So this is also kind of a new show. I watched it right after I finished Artful Dodger. The reason it got added to my list is because a specific ship that I also did post edit compilations of, because I'm trying to be better with edit compilations and just YouTube in general. They're actually insane. Like, this show had me losing my mind. Like, it's so cute, like, the friendships and the group of girls, so adorable, so cute, loved it. And the fucking ship kept messing me up, and I was in tears half the time. And, like, some of the men absolutely, like, suck. And I was just, oh my god. I'm so happy it got renewed for season 2. I know it's like a reboot, or, no, yeah, reboot. Yeah, it's like a reboot or something, or like a remake of an original, or like an older Buccaneers, I'm pretty sure. And so maybe we know what's gonna happen. I don't. Or maybe it's based on a book, because people are saying, like, something about how they're not on the winning team for ships. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I didn't watch the video for that, because I didn't want to get spoiled. But I don't know what they're talking about. Like, how do you know? But yeah. Insane. If you want to cry and have a good ship and angst, watch it. If you want to get pissed off, watch it too. It won't make you cry as hard as Artful Dodger, but it will make you lose your mind. Okay. Next one. High School Musical 2, or not High School Musical 2, High School Musical, the musical, the series, oh my gosh, season 4. So, of course, season 4 came out in August, because I'm trying to speed up, I won't say much, but incredible. Honestly, I think season 4 is my favorite season after season 3, like, they really did the damn thing. I'm really mad it got canceled, because I think at least one more season would have made sense, so Ricky, Courtney, and whoever else was graduating could graduate. Like, I'm pissed off. They could have done one more season and done the spring musical. So I'm pissed off about that. Because also I wanted more Ricky and Gina, because they're actually insane. But it was still a great season. I do think it was probably good it ended off here. And then one more season would have been nice. I saw it at least going for 4 seasons or 5. 3, 4, or 5. That's how many seasons I saw the show going for. Because it's like, there's no way it could go for more. You know? So, I mean, it ended on a good place. Could have had one more season. I wanted more Gina. But incredible. Songs were insane. And Ricky and Gina's chemistry, insane. It was just perfect. It was a good way to end. I'm still mad, like, Olivia didn't show up. I knew she wasn't going to, but it would have made it 10 times better. Yeah. Scene 4. Incredible. I miss it already. I miss my family, but, you know, it's fine. Hopefully I'll see them back together again eventually. Okay. Next one. So I was debating putting this on here because this season pissed me off more than anything, but Summer I Turned Pretty season 2. And I did episodes about this. Half of it was just me ranting about how pissed off I was at Belly and Jeremiah. But the reason it's on here is because of Taylor and Steven. That's literally the only reason it's on here. If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be on here, because Belly was pissing me off. Jeremiah was pissing me off, as always. Like, I'm a Belly and Conrad shipper. For people who listen to, like, the Summer I Turned Pretty episodes I did. I'm a Conrad girl. Belly and Conrad forever. I adore them. And I knew this was going to happen because I did read the books before season 2 came out. But I was still pissed off. And literally the only reason, Steven Taylor. They carried the season. They were everything to me. I adore them with my whole heart. I'm ready for them to come back. And if Jenny ruins them in season 3, I'm going to sue. Just saying. But that's all I'm going to say about this, because other than Steven Taylor, it was rough, because I was pissed off half the time and everyone was pissing me off. Okay. Next one. School Spirits. So this is a Paramount Plus show with Peyton List and Milo Manheim, and it got renewed for season 2. It's really good. I watched it, like, I don't know when I watched it, like, after it came out, like, a few months after it came out, because I think it actually came out in 2022, but I didn't watch it until 2023. But the reason I watched it was because I kept seeing how insane it was, and, like, the plot twist and everything, and it was so good, so I watched it. Insane. So good. I love Peyton and Milo together. By the way, if you hear, like, noises, that's my dog snoring. I'm just throwing that out there, because I'm usually not with them, but he's making a lot of noise. But anyways, back to School Spirits. Their chemistry was so good. I'm obsessed with them. The freaking plot twist, that's why you guys need to watch the show. It's on Netflix. It's on Paramount Plus, but it's also on Netflix. The freaking plot twist was actually insane. I remember watching it, and I sat in my room like, what the actual fuck? Like, you're joking. Like, there's no way this actually happened. It makes no sense. I need season 2 to come this year. It better come this year, because I'm desperate. Yeah. So, next one is Sex Education. Not season 4, just Sex, because season 4, I watched it when it came out, because I watched season 1 through 3 before season 4 came out. Season 4, I did not like almost at all. Low-key trash. It wasn't awful. It's just they focused on new characters than the old one to wrap everything up, and it pissed me off. But season 1 through 3, so good. I had so much fun watching it. It's been on my list for a while. I just haven't watched it until now, and it was so good. Adored it. I just loved it. It was really good. I love the characters. I just love it. Ruby, an icon. I love her. But yeah, Sex as Sex Education, so good. I recommend season 1 through 3. You could stop after season 3 because season 4 was literally bullshit. It was so upsetting. Yeah. So those are my shows. I mean, there aren't as many long shows because like some of these are only like a season or something. And the reason it is, I probably would have watched more, but I watched Game of Thrones because I promised my brother I would, because he loves that show. It's one of his favorite shows. It's like, okay, I'll watch it because I promised I would watch it after the OC. And I promised him, and I did. And I started in August. I didn't finish it until Christmas. Or not Christmas. Like a few days, like December 23rd, 22nd. I'm pretty sure I finished it then. And, or like around then. Around this, actually, I don't even know. Around like Christmas, I finished it. And it usually shows don't take me that long. It's just because, don't get me wrong, Game of Thrones lovers. It's an amazing show. It is really good. I just, for some reason, it's not my type of show. And I could not get as into it. Like, usually I get so invested in shows. And I wasn't in the shows. And that made me, like, not, like, watch it as much. But then I finally, like, I was like, I need to get this done before, like, the new year. So I did. So we're fine now, and I finished it. I'm so happy I did. But it's just, that's why, if I finished it sooner, or I didn't even watch it, it would have been on there. I'm just happy it's done, though. But yeah. I mean, I would have put it on here, but there are other ones I want to talk about more. Like, after season 1, I kind of got more into it. Then we don't talk about the last season. I'm so pissed off. And literally the reason it's not on here is because of the ending with, I'm not going to spoil it, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm pissed off because I loved her. Best character. And they fucked it up. So that's also why it's not in here. But, yeah. Anyways. So, hopefully this year, if I do this, like, in 2025 for 2024, there will be more, like, long shows on this list. Because I'm gonna try to knock some out this year. So, next. Top 5 movies. These are gonna go by quick because I haven't watched any movies. These are, like, the 5 I've watched that came out this year. So, Barbie. Incredible. I watched it a couple times. So good. Literally, I don't know what else to say. Margot Robbie, perfect for the role. Ryan Gosling, incredible in it. I was unsure about him being in it because he doesn't really look like Ken. He's kind of old, no offense to him. But he was incredible. Everything about it, perfect. The songs, incredible. I don't know what else to say. It's just so good. And, like, everything about it was like, so much fun. And I had so much fun watching it. So, next one, Little Mermaid, live action. I watched it when it came out, the second day, or, 2 days after it came out in theaters or something. Incredible. Halle was insane. Literally incredible. I mean, she's so phenomenal, and, she really proved everyone wrong. I know people are so mad. I don't, it's fine. Mermaids aren't real. It is fine. Relax. No need to be racist. Don't say anything. I thought she was incredible. I was so, when she got announced as Ariel, back in 2019, I was so happy because I did love her back then. I knew who she was from Austin and Ally, and I loved her, and I was so happy for it. I was never worried that she wasn't going to do it, do a good job. I'm it's a mermaid. It's fantasy. Who the hell cares? Literally, I don't get why people were so pissed off about her being Ariel. It's fine. She literally looks like a Disney princess. She sounded like a Disney princess. It was perfect. She was the perfect person for this role. Fuck everyone who says racist shit about her. Honestly, it's so stupid. Next one. Also, the one thing I would say about Little Mermaid, actually. Songs, insane. That's all I'll say. And that man is fine as hell. Okay. Anyways, third one. Elemental. I put this on here because this, again, I've only seen 5 movies this year. Or that came out this year. It was cute. I love Pixar and Disney movies. They're always really cute. So I had a great time watching it. I don't know what else to say. I really did like them together. The fire. I forgot her name. Ember and Wade or something. I love them together. Never thought I would ship fire and water together, but here we are. And I bawled my eyes out when I thought Wade died. Great time. I don't know why. I need to stop crying over Pixar and Disney movies. Next one. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So, again, I'm not going to say much because I need to wrap this up because it's way longer than I thought. I watched the first one, like, the day before I saw this one. And, like, I've always wanted to watch it because I've heard incredible things. And Haley Steinfeld, I'm pretty sure, is in it. And I adore her. If she's not in it, I'm an idiot, but I'm pretty sure she is. So I've been wanting to watch it for a while because I've heard incredible things. But, like, I just never have until my best friend, she was going on vacation. And she was texting, like, obviously, over summer. And she texted me and was like, hey, do you want to go see a movie before I leave? And I was like, sure. And she was like, okay, like, do you want to see Spider-Man? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And so I rented it. And actually, no, I'm pretty sure it was free on Amazon. I watched it on it, like, the first movie on Amazon. So I could be prepared for this. This one was so good. So good. Like, everything about it was so good. It was so interesting. I was obsessed with it. The only thing was that stupid freaking ending. Oh my gosh. I need the second movie to come out this year. I know it's probably going to take a couple years because it took like 5 years for this one to come out after the first one. But I need it now. They can't end it on a stupid freaking cliffhanger. Like, no. You can't do that. Can't. Like, I need it now. And then the next one is a new one, like a really new one, just because I literally have not seen anything. It's Anyone But You. Came out December, I think, 22nd. I think I saw it like the day after it came out with my best friend, because that's the only person I really see movies with besides my mom. So we went to see that. And the reason we wanted to see it was literally because Sydney Sweeney, because we both watched Euphoria and we both really like her. And so, I mean, going into it, my expectations were really low because I knew it was a rom-com, and I love rom-coms. We both do. But, like, recently, rom-coms have been, like, low-key trash, and, like, they haven't been hitting the same. So I was kind of worried. I was like, oh, no, like, this might be literal garbage. Was it? No. It was actually really good. And, like, before I left, my brother, like, was saying how he heard it was good. But I thought people were probably just saying that because Sydney Sweeney is really fucking hot and, like, gorgeous and attractive, and everyone's obsessed with her. But it actually was really good. I really enjoyed it. It did remind me of old, rom-coms, like, all that. I had a great time. I laughed. I got embarrassed a lot of times, which tends to happen with movies because I don't like seeing stuff. But I had a great time. It was good. And, like, everyone's saying it's really good. It is. I don't know if it's the best movie of the year or it's, like, the best rom-com, like, we've ever had. Like, I heard somebody say, oh, this is the best rom-com ever. Like, I haven't watched enough, like, really iconic rom-coms to know this. Like, I haven't even watched 10 Things I Hate About You. Not 10 Things I Hate About You. I watched that. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's what I was thinking of. I haven't even watched that. But, like, it's not the best rom-com. I'll say that because I heard a lot of people saying that. It's not, but it's great. And I had a great time watching it. Highly recommend if you like rom-coms. But, yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I think that's all I want to talk about. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry it was a mess. I'm hopefully gonna get back in the hang of this. Like, this kind of got me, like, figuring out, like, I need to, like, kind of, like, at the end of it, I kind of got more used to, like, doing it. But it's, like, I haven't done this in forever. I'm exhausted. And, like, I haven't done an episode like this before. So, and I, like, just want to talk about the albums forever and, like, the shows. Like, I could go on a whole rampage about, like, the shows I watched. Or, like, especially, like, specific ones and albums. But, like, I had to stop myself because it's a really long episode. So, I'm sorry it's so long. I'll get better soon. I'll hopefully do an episode soon. I mean, I'm going to try. We'll have to just see because I start second semester soon, so I go back to school. And then, like, the first, like, month or two, like, I'm not going to be crazy. I'm, like, I'll try to pop in, like, every once in a while. Like, I'll do edit compilation still, but I'll try to, like, upload an episode. But until, like, March or April, I'm probably not going to be crazy active for the podcast or, like, consistent because I, like, just need to focus on second semester because my second semester schedule low-key sucks and it's going to kill me and, like, drain everything in me. So I need to really focus on that. But I'm going to try, and once things start airing that I'm going to do episodes on, I'll be better. and I'll do all that. And maybe I'll throw in a music, like something with songs, like in the midst of it if I don't have like a ton of homework. But yeah. And then, I'm sorry, it was such a mess. I'm getting back into it. I'll be like better and like better with episodes soon once I'm getting better and hopefully next, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Hopefully next episode, it won't be as a mess because I'll be more like used to it and like back in the groove of things. But again, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys soon, hopefully.